Okay, come on. Let's clap. Let's clap. Come on. Let's clap. Let's go. You know, you already know the deal. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is a throwback Thursday. It is Thursday, September the 21st, 2023. It is 8 a.m. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's with SennyJ and also Miss Miko. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in 570-982-6950. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all your platforms. Please, please share this show if you don't mind. And the show is actually on all social media platforms. So good morning, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. This is where you get that morning heat. This is where you get the morning love that you're not getting this morning. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Boom. SennyJ, good morning. God bless you. Looking well this morning. Good to see you. And how are you, my queen?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today. We're going to get started with Front Page News with SennyJ, where I will let you know everything that's going on locally, nationally, and globally. And we're also going to get into some Senny Says, where I will let you know everything that was going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. Hey, Miss Miko, girl. Good morning.
Hey, girl. Hey. Hello, Shawn. What's up, y'all? It's
Hey,
your
Miss
girl,
Miko.
Miss Miko, and I am here. It feels so good to be back here with you guys. It's been a while, right? I haven't seen you guys in 2 weeks, so it feels good to hang out with you guys today. I truly, truly miss you, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us. Let's get started with the weather. In Lehigh Valley, where we broadcast live from, it is currently 51 degrees, going to a high of 73. It's going to be sunny, beautiful, and balmy. So get out and enjoy the day. New York City, y'all hustling and bustling. Guess what? Throw on a pair of shorts. Throw on that sundress. Get them toes out. It's still going to be a great day. It's currently 58, going to a high of 74. Go outside and enjoy the weather. Stop and smell the roses. But before you do that, you want to stick with us, the only place where you get your morning started right.
Where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you. And it's also, and everyone, it's also to see and hear from our queen, Miss Miko. Welcome back to the show, young lady, and God bless you.
Good to be back. Thank you, Shawn.
Now, before we start the show, Miss Miko's talking about it's a little balmy outside. Let's put a pause on that. And, we're going to have it's going to warm up later today. And she's talking about to the ladies and to certain men, you can have those toes out today and you can wear your sundresses. Let's knock it off on this side of the country right now. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It is September the 21st. Okay. Put those sundresses away. That's done. Okay. We're not doing sundresses right now. We're in football season. I say this all the time, every time this part of the year before I yield my time to Miss Miko. Since it's September, since it's the third week of football season, we are not doing sundresses today. And it's almost time to put those toes away. And I'm talking to, like I said, to the women and most men, because there's men, especially in the city of Atlanta, that love to see they have their toes out. Might be 90 degrees down there. That's justifiable. Up here in the East Coast, ladies, let's knock it off. And some men, sundress season is done. Flip-flop season is over. I yield my time back to Ms. Miko.
Wait, what do you mean? It is still sundress season. We can still wear our sundresses with a cute little tight jeans jacket so that the bump could bump a little bit. And some sandals. It's still sundress season until it's cold. When the weather drops below like a consistent 50 degrees, it's time to cover them toes. But right now it's 58 going up to 73. Yes, you can for sure wear your sundress. You may wear a jacket, wear a shawl, wear a scarf, but you can wear your sundresses, ladies. Don't listen to Shawn. He don't got no style, y'all.
Is it fall already though?
It'll be fall this weekend. This weekend will start the official fall season and the Libra season. Libra, shout out to all the Libras.
Oh, okay. So we still have the 23rd. We still have some time.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you're wearing a sundress at 58 degrees this morning, there's something wrong with you.
They can do that because it's going to be 70 when they get out of work. So they can wear their sundress today.
It's going to be hot later, Shawn.
Yes.
Don't be a hater.
Yes.
SennyJ, well, listen, guys, welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Jacob Holmes, welcome to the show this morning. The Godfather of Solar, Tracy Ray, welcome to the show, and everybody else. Matter of fact, I want to see the hearts in the chat room right now. Even though we're almost approaching October, Miss Miko still recommends that the ladies and some men wear the sundress. And let me tell you something. Before we start the show, I'm on social media, and I'm watching reels, and I'm seeing what's going on in the world because it's so informative to to everyday society. And let me tell you something. Some of my gay friends, some of my male gay friends, shout out to everybody that's gay out there, God bless. Some of the gay men that are out here in this world, especially here in America, they slaying the women out here, not only with fashion, not only with their swag. Gay men out here are actually winning. Gay men, black women are talking about deficits with relationship with men. You better watch out for your gay black men counterparts and some white folks. Gay men are out here, and shout out to all the gay men out there. It's your Uncle Harvey. Y'all already know I'm too old to be gay. But I want to say,
you're never too old. You're never too old.
I'm 58 years old. I'm too old to be gay. But I want to say this to all my gay men out there in the world. You got a friend in your uncle. And I want to say that you are slaying these African-American women out here on these streets. You are crushing them. Even the two beautiful young ladies on this panel that we see each and every morning, the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko, they can't even compete with the gay man, especially from Atlanta, especially from New York. So I salute you gay guys that are out there that are slaying women on a daily, regular basis that I'm seeing online. I'm seeing it online.
So do you mean gay men or transgender?
I'm talking
females
about
that are turning into.
Okay.
Which one are you talking about? Because there's plenty of gay men who don't dress like women, Shawn.
Okay.
So what do you mean per se?
Okay. We'll break it down.
There's a gay man in a suit and tie right now going to work. So I'm just going to need you to clarify.
Right. And that gay man with a suit on is slaying your ass as well. I'm talking about the more feminine, the more feminine male. And yes, the trans women are out here. The trans black women are out here destroying. You worried about a black man, black women? You better worry about those trans women that are out there and them gay men that are out there that are feminine, that are busting your ass. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And SennyJ and Miss Miko, if you don't think that this is a threat to my African-American soul sisters, then you better wake up and smell the coffee, baby.
Shawn,
smell the coffee.
It's not a threat. First of all, I'm a girl's girl. So any girl that is out here slaying, doing her thing, I applaud you, sis. There's room out here for everybody. Gay men, straight men, whoever. Y'all all can get it. Good for you. I want you to be out here slaying. You've had too many years of oppression. I want you to get out here and you better do that thing, girl. I'm with it. Do it. Whip it around in the rotation, baby. I'm for it. You ain't gonna find no division over here, baby. Okay, so salute to you. Salute to your gay friends who are out here slaying it. And salute to us, okay?
Miss Miko, you don't.
We ran so they could fly. You know what I'm saying, Shawn?
We walked so they could run.
We paved the way for them. We paved the way. So go ahead, girl. Do it.
So, Cindy, are you retiring? Are you stepping to the side of womanhood to move out the way for your gay feminine counterparts that are definitely taking over your position as a woman? And then I asked Miss Miko before we move on, and welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning start at. Miss Miko, you don't feel a certain way when your gay feminine counterparts or your trans women are walking into the room and they slaying everything that's moving. And
No.
some of these gay men also say that they will actually take your man.
I'll put a pause on that.
Put a pause.
But no, Shawn, the gays, I have a good time with the gays. Shout out to my gay brothers and sisters. Absolutely. They come in, we show up, we do a walk off. Me and Cindy actually went out this weekend and we had some people with us and we had a wonderful time. Right, SennyJ?
That's right. We had
a
ball.
great time
Gays
with
and all.
the gays.
They loved us.
They showed us nothing but love.
So you always hanging out with gay folks?
Yes.
Yes, we were.
Okay. I like to say this before we move on, guys. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. God bless you. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus on this glorious Thursday morning. I say this right now. Gay folks, gay femme guys, trans women, the score is 3-0 over regular black women. You are about to sweep these neighbors. Shout out to you. And you keep slaying out there. It's your favorite uncle talking to you.
And of course, we need another black man causing division within the black women community.
Okay.
It's really sad to see Shawn on this Thursday morning, but go off, King.
Shawn's a hater.
I mean, when are black women ever going to be protected and be free to be who we are? I guess never. I guess tomorrow is a new day. Thank you for that, Shawn.
Yeah, no worries.
Enjoy
I'm just trying to keep everything in perspective. I think the black woman is focusing on the wrong things right now. I don't think it's unifying with the black man. I think it's more a war, a everyday war with the gay black femme and the transgender
who are
black
you
woman.
Hanging around, Shawn? What is your group like? Because I really feel like that's your perspective.
Yeah, no, it's
do
just
you
it's
see
not
that in your everyday life in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
No, I don't. I said I see all this.
So where do you see it?
I see this online, but what I'm saying is I'm a well-rounded man. I see what's going on in this elderly age, and I'm just giving you young ladies a reconnaissance report on really what's going on in these streets that you already know that you're in denial about.
I don't think you need to give me a recognizance on what I'm living. I am a black woman, and I do have black friends that are gay. So I think I know more about what's going on in these streets than you do. But again, go off, King.
Welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team on all media. Okay, listen, we're going to get into the show. We appreciate you. The three of us are here, and we are grateful to be here, and thank you so much. And like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. And before we get into our first story, we need to see the hearts in the chat room right now. Where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, turned down for what? Cindy, the floor is yours.
Yes, hey you guys. I'm gonna get started off with a news story today because I felt like this one. I actually seen this one around, but it seems like the wife is following up on this. Okay. Google Maps is being sued by a family in North Carolina who the wife, her husband drove off of a collapsed bridge following the directions on Google Maps. And first of all, y'all already know I love Apple Maps. Everybody uses Google. I don't know why. A North Carolina, I don't know why people use that app. They are blaming Google Maps for the death of her husband last year. On the night of September 30th, 2022, a medical device salesman, his name was Philip Paxson, he drowned after his vehicle plunged off a bridge in Hickory, North Carolina, that had collapsed in 2013. In a negligence lawsuit that was filed against Google's parent company, Alphabet, Paxson's wife, Alicia, alleged that Google Maps directed him to cross the Snow Creek Bridge as he drove through an unfamiliar neighborhood, heading home to his daughter's 9th birthday party. The state troopers who found the body of this Navy veteran and father of two was upside down and partially submerged. They said he drove off an unguarded edge and crashing 20 feet below. The troopers added there were no warning signs or barriers present along the roadway, which wasn't repaired at the time of the incident. Google Maps had been notified several times by people urging Google to update its route information. The lawsuit also features email records from a resident who alerted Google in September of 2020 with their suggest and edit feature that the service was directing drivers over a collapsed bridge. And also the mother-in-law said that he was driving home that night and it was dark and rainy, so he had very limited vision, as well as they are holding the city accountable for not having any signs. The police say that, due to vandalism and other things, that the signs were taken down and other stuff like that, and they never updated them. So, they never put anything back. So it's very unfortunate, but it looks like this is going to trial, and we're going to see what happens with Google. I'm sure they're going to settle, but it's just very unfortunate that this happened to this guy following Google. We always talk about us, following that GPS very blindly.
Yeah, we do.
I feel sorry for him.
I feel he should have been paying attention to the road as well. Even though you are following the GPS, if you're driving and then the road disappears,
But how can you see that at night?
There's lights on the front of your car, SennyJ. What do you mean? You don't pay attention?
You've never been driving and you can't, if it's raining, you can't really see that much.
Was it raining though?
Yes.
You don't know. It was raining?
It was a rainy night and it was dark. He was traveling home at night.
Okay. Condolences to the family. That's a horrible, horrible story.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, guys? Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team. I see my man Drew Tiz in the building. Go Jets, brother. Thank you so. Yes.
Can you shout out Derica Elsley? She's our listener from Australia. I told her, welcome to the show. We done gone global. So Derica Elsley, thank you so much for listening to us from Queensland, Australia.
Well, SennyJ,
she's great.
See, SennyJ, see what happens when you're not on the show for 2 weeks. We already know that already, Miss Miko, but thank you.
Girl, hey, welcome to the show.
She's already a friend. She's already a friend of the show.
Vanetta George.
She's already a friend of the show. But thank you, Miss Miko. That's it, regardless. That's how it should be done. But we've known this woman for the last 9 years. Now, Cindy. You hear Miss Miko? Like, Shawn, wait a minute. Breaking news, Shawn. Breaking news, Shawn. She got the big giant motherfucking weave on. Shawn, guess what, Shawn? Shawn, guess what? Guess what, Shawn? Shawn, breaking news, Shawn. Shawn, hold on, let me fix my hair. Shawn. Shawn, guess what? There's a one that hold on, let me fix my face. She's ugly to smell you, Shawn.
I can't stand you.
I'm right. He can't stand his ass.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All media. Yes, this is a terrible situation. I do agree with Miss Miko. It's so sad. This guy's coming from his daughter's birthday party and he's driving out on a dark road and there's no signage out there. And he drives into a lake, literally, and he dies. And this is not, unfortunately, yes, Google does have they have some liability in this. This is a township issue. I don't care how many times the sign has been vandalized. You should have 24-hour signs out there. You should have a police officer out there. If the bridge is not working anymore, I think that it's something terrible is bound to happen, and it did. Google Maps, not so liable. I do agree with Miss Miko, SennyJ. You still got to keep your eyes on the road. Hey, listen, in my drinking days, I used to drink and drive. I didn't even know how I got home. I sometimes only by the grace of God. I was driving down roads backwards. This is a terrible situation. Does Google Maps have 100% liability? No. We literally still have to pay attention to the road. Now, if it's dark and listen, if it was me and I'm on a dark road and all of a sudden I got my headlights on and I still can't see, I might want to stop for a second because instinctively I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know what's going on.
So if you're in an unfamiliar town and you don't know where you're going, how are you driving there if you're not using any type of GPS service? Are you printing out MapQuest directions before you leave places? How are you getting around to the places that you need to get to?
Cindy, you're not going to believe this, but back in the day, we didn't even have none of this. We really did.
But I'm asking you today in 2023, if somebody asked you to go to Hickory, North Carolina, what would you use to get there?
Well, if I didn't have the GPS,
but you have the GPS, but we can't trust the GPS. So I'm asking, what other alternative methods would you use to get there?
Okay, Cindy, like I said, back in the day, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe what I'm about to say.
Okay.
We used to go to the gas stations and buy maps.
Okay, but are you doing that in 2023? We're not in that time frame.
I understand.
Anymore. So there is a reasonable accommodation to be made that people are using your GPS services, whether it be Google Maps, Apple Maps, Garmin, TomTom. We rely on these services to get us to and from places, and we even look at them to see which is the fastest route. So to say that Google Maps has no liability in the situation, I think there's a case to be made that there is.
I just said that there was minimum liability, and back in the day, we had these maps, and also back in the days we had the co-pilot. We all tried to figure out how to get to a destination. I don't know if this guy was by himself at the moment.
He obviously was by himself.
Okay, right. That's right. He was by himself. That's right. I stand corrected. Right, he was by himself, and unfortunately, this happened to him. But at the same time, instinctively, sometimes you just gotta stop and go, wait a minute, I don't know where I'm at. I'm dark. Let me just reevaluate. Maybe I might need to turn around, go ask somebody, call on the phone. Obviously, maybe
his cell phone. Don't know that there's a bridge out. You're just following a route. Why would you turn back around if you have directions to where you're going and you don't know where you are?
Again, like I'm saying again for the 14th time, instinctively, if you can't see the road, obviously he didn't see, he fell right into a bridge. But there was a point.
Not saying that.
There was a point where he didn't know.
He could have been driving the right speed limit, but if you have a limited view, okay, you can only go so far if you don't know what's ahead of you, even if you're going the right miles per hour. There are people that fall into sinkholes all the time in broad daylight. So it's like, you don't have a little bit, you can't sit here and just be like, everything is so black and white. Oh, you should have just, so you're telling me if you're nowhere, you don't know where you are, it's dark outside, you're going to pull over and reevaluate when you have the directions on your phone where you're supposed to be going?
Well, once again, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, let's see those hearts in the chat room on this glorious Throwback Thursday. It's your friend, it's your boy, Shawn Harvey with SennyJ and Miss Miko. What I'm saying in this particular situation, which is tragic, I do agree with both of you young ladies, what I would have done at some point, yes, even with following the maps, going the right speed, I get it. But instinctively in my soul, if I can't see nothing, and I've lost my bearings and I'm driving and it's dark, instinctively for me, I'm going to stop. I don't care how dark it is. I'm going to stop.
He didn't lose his bearings. He was following the direction.
He didn't lose his bearings. He fell in the lake.
Listen, I've been driving and
he fell in the lake. He did lose his bearings.
It told me to make a left. When I made a left, I was coming into oncoming traffic. Thank goodness the people stopped and I was able to turn around. But to sit here and say that people don't follow directions off of these services, I think
I'm not saying that.
Silly. But you're saying that.
I'm saying for me,
you're telling him to do something that he wouldn't normally have done.
I'm
that
saying for
nobody
me,
would normally have done.
I'm saying for me, if I'm driving, just like the same thing, like
Okay.
when it's raining outside
Okay,
and
because you know
you're on
where
the
you're going.
house.
And you said you don't even stop when it's raining outside. You said you power through.
You
I
sure
know, but
did.
I sure did say that. But what I'm saying is there are some people that would stop and pull over. If it was dark like that and I'm not on a highway and I'm driving down a state road and I can't see, I don't know what's going on. There's a part of me that'll go, wait a minute, hold on. I can't see nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with
He
you.
obviously could see, but I don't even know. I'm not familiar with this place. I don't know how the bridge is set up, but I'm assuming it's not something that's so clear cut if you're not from the area. I can understand how it can happen. You obviously have no sympathy. You've actually acting like you've never been in a situation before where you could get thrown off or get put into a situation that can happen to you, and that's very fortunate for you. But I can
Whatever, city.
totally see how somebody following directions, he's a Navy veteran, I'm sure he's been in way worse situations than driving on an old road in Hickory, North Carolina.
Right. I was gonna say that
Like,
it's an
come
old
on.
road, Cindy. It's
This
probably a dark small town.
Listen
I'm
to me.
familiar
exactly.
with.
Please, there are
Yeah.
some roads I drive in the Poconos. I'm like, whoa. When I make a turn around a curve,
Again,
I have
you're
And
no
the bird?
idea what's around there.
You
Like,
are you are actually supporting my argument as we hear you and listen to you speak.
but
If,
Sean, I'm gonna continue on my journey. If I know where I'm going,
if
I'm
I'm
not gonna
going,
stop, turn around, drive possibly 30 miles in the other direction because I'm worried when there's nothing to be worried about when the information is right there for me. That's
and what's
not
the name of the
realistic.
what's the name of the town again?
It's Hickory, North
Hickory.
Carolina.
Exactly, Hickory, North Carolina.
And of course,
Dirt roads. He probably went off the state road and went to Google Map, told him to go the fastest direction. And actually, it's unfortunate. It was like the fastest direction. He went to heaven. And my whole thing is when you down in these South and North Carolinas and they got these clay pavement kind of roads and it's dark and you can't see. You ever driven your car and you're on the state road and it tells you to make a right and now you go on to this off beaten path kind of road and instinctively you're like, whoa, wait a minute. But you continue on like you said.
okay, so let's go with your theory. This bridge has been gone since 2013. And yes, the city actually, I would say the majority of the burden falls on the city. But even if he were to turn around and go get a map and and and
He
and
would have.
map out his way back home, or he's a Navy veteran, maybe he got some type of compass or whatever. It's still not gonna tell him that the bridge is out. He still would have drove off a cliff, and now we're adding looking at a map and a light and trying to read while you're driving. Like,
if he
come
would
on, Sean.
if he would have turned around, he would have been alive today. Unfortunately, our
What are we turning around for? What are we turning around for? You
because he
still use the
can't
GPS
see.
going into New York. So, like, what are you talking
He
about?
can't see.
And
Okay,
you've drove to New York your whole life.
put a number one in the chat room.
You sound
If
crazy.
if you're gonna drive off a state road and it's totally dark, there's probably no street lights. There's nothing, and ask yourself instinctively, whether if there's a bridge there or not, wouldn't you be concerned of driving in the dark on a dirt road?
So then nobody
And
should drive at night.
instinctively, you would be concerned. Now, I do agree. The city, the town is liable for this 90%. This is not Google Map. I give Google Map 10% of this. The rest of the liability falls on Hickory, North Carolina, or the state road. I believe that they're responsible for this man's death, not Google Maps. All right, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and also the Queen, Miss Miko. This is where you get your morning love, you get that morning smoke, and we truly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please show each other some love in the chat room. Cindy, what else you got?
Anthony Anderson. Oh wait, hold on a second.
And then after Cindy, after this news report, then we'll go to Miss Miko, and then we come back to whatever you talk about. Let's go.
I think I'm going to do, I'll just finish it up with the news stories right here. 2 Las Vegas casinos actually fell victim to cyber attacks this past week, shattering the image of impenetrable casino security. MGM Resorts said the incident began Sunday, affecting reservations and casino floors in Las Vegas and other states. Videos on social media. I started seeing the videos on social media of this like unraveling, but I thought it was kind of weird that they weren't really talking about it on the news that much. Videos on social media showed video slot machines that had gone dark. Some customers said their hotel room cards weren't working. Others said that they were canceling their trips for this oncoming weekend. The situation entered its sixth day on Friday, with booking capabilities still down and MGM Resorts offering penalty-free room cancellations through September 17th. So all MGM brand resorts were affected. Caesars Entertainment, which is the largest casino in the world, confirmed that it too had been hit by a cybersecurity attack. The casino giant said its casino and hotel computer operations weren't disrupted, but couldn't say with certainty that personal information about tens of millions of its customers were secure following the data breach. What I've seen from different online outlets is that there was a hacker group called a hacker group, and they don't have it in this story, but it was called Spider Scatter. And basically they were able to get into the systems, not even getting through the hotel securities like firmware and all of that. They actually did it through a phishing scheme, and phishing, is where they ask you certain questions regarding your personal information. And supposedly one of the hackers actually found the CEO of MGM Resorts on LinkedIn and used his name, and they had his name, location, everything like that. And they actually called MGM, pretended like they were him, and said that they were locked out of their account and needed their password reset. When the customer service for the MGM gave supposedly the CEO a new password, it was able for them to get into the system through the back end. And then that's when the cyber attack took place. They are saying that Caesars had a $30 million ransom and that they actually paid it. And that's why their services were put back on. However, it seemed like MGM wasn't going to pay the ransom, and that's why it lasted so long. So,
well, did they pay the ransom, or is it still out? Like,
they're not saying, and I guess they don't want to say because they don't want it to happen again. But I'm assuming that they paid it because people weren't able to get into their rooms. Slot machines were down. They were losing a reported $8.4 million a day.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, shout out to these hackers.
Because
some of them are sitting around with $30 million, chilling somewhere right now.
Danielle Williams said, could you imagine if you hit the slots and the machines went dark? Could you imagine that? Not a good look. Not a good look.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. Please, if you guys don't mind, like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. And all you guys in the chat room that are live right now, show each other some love on this glorious Thursday morning. And we also want to see the hearts in the chat room one more time. We truly appreciate you. This sounds like a episode from or scene from Ocean 11, 12, and 13 with Brad Pitt and all the other stars that were in that movie. MGM, you played yourself. You played yourself. One of the receptionists gave all the information to a hacker of the CEO.
She's fired. She's so fired. She's out of it. Fired.
No, why not? You might as well keep her. God, Miss Miko. If anyone should get fired, it should be the CEO. And then the other. And then the other. Yes, he did. No. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes.
Nobody really did anything wrong.
Yes, he did.
Every system has a weakness, and they just exploited that.
Yes, the CEO should get fired, Miss Miko, and I'll tell you why. Because the other resort yielded to the hackers and paid that money. Because they didn't want no parts of that smoke. They was like, yo, we know you got us. They even sent them the email. We got all the passwords and all the duplicate passwords. Send that paper. And they sent the paper. And then this CEO is like, nah, son, nah, we gonna hold out. And you know what they did? They locked everybody out their rooms. And then they shut down the slot machines. And now you're losing $8 million a day. And that's why the CEO should get fired. You know that these hackers, you probably even know the hackers. You know that Craig and them call. These are little white Babylonian skateboard riding kids that say, yo, send that paper. And the CEO said no. And then it went public. And sometimes it might be good. Yeah, I do agree with Cindy. It is good for the casino. Y'all robbing people every day. You just heard what she just said, 8 million a day. And out of that 8 million a day, they only paying out $30,000 out of 8 million a day. Yes, the CEO of MGM should get fired because you knew that they had total access to your whole entire system. They only wanted a light 20 million or 30 million. That's light paper for y'all.
Right.
And nobody, so the receptionist, they of course change your policy. You can't give away no password. The guy simply called in and said, listen, I lost my password. Gave all the information. She should keep her job. The CEO should get fired.
Because he didn't work with terrorists?
Yes.
That's why he should be fired?
Yes, he should have. Then why did the other resort, what was the other resort that yielded and made the payment?
Caesars.
This is speculation that Caesars paid the ransom.
Right.
We don't know if they did for sure or not.
They did pay
but
it.
They regained services by the end of the day.
Exactly.
So maybe they just have a better tech team than MGM
And
does.
I would have said to the hackers, if I was the chairman of MGM, I said, listen, I'm gonna pay some of that money. Let me get $5 million of that back, put in my pocket if y'all don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
But the reason why they don't want to pay is because when you pay like that, then they feel like we'll just go and do it again. It leaves you open for threats again, because it'd be better to fix the situation yourself.
Yeah, but what about?
It's a tough situation to be in, and I mean, in essence, what you lose an 8 million a day. What it was for 6 days. What is that? 48 million.
It's a lot of money.
So opposed to them paying the 30 million, I mean.
What about the people that are going there, flying there every day and losing their money? That's not speculation. So
I mean, who was losing money? The people? For gambling? They left.
That's what they chose to do.
Yeah, they saved their money.
Yeah.
They can't do anything at the casino. The casino shut down. Take your money and go back home to your family. They probably saved some homes this week. Ain't nothing for you to do, so you got to take your ass back home. Keep your money, and that's and hey, I appreciate them attacking the casinos.
Yeah, I do. I do as well. Shout out to the hackers. This don't hack the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All right, let's move on. Cindy, let's welcome back our beloved Miss Miko. She's in the building. Let's clap for Miss Miko.
Hey, hi, room. Hey guys, shout out to Princess. Why is Princess Cox's name backwards? But shout out to you, Princess. I don't know what's going on with Princess in the chat.
Because he probably got reported. Reported.
What's going on here, Princess? We need to know.
First of all, you need to put a pause on cock backwards.
Put a pause on that. Shout out to you guys. Oh my God. So you guys, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow because I am traveling. And today, Miss Miko's tips. I just have 3 tips for traveling, especially with your suitcases, because it can get lost, it can get mangled, crazy things can happen. And I just want to give you guys a few tips to keep your suitcase safe, secure, and with you at all times. So now you know that they mangle your suitcase. When you go to the airport, they will take it, they throw it, they stomp on it, they jump up and down on it. They had even a story in the New York Post where this lady saw her suitcase get run over from the plane. She was actually in the plane in the window. When she looked outside, the truck did not see it and ran over her suitcase. Picking a suitcase to check in, don't make it be a black suitcase. They definitely, TSA said, please try to get bright colored luggage. So pick a yellow, a red, a pink, something that they can see at night when it's rainy, when it's foggy, because it's easy for the black to get lost on the tarmac and it gets mangled. So make sure that you pick a brighter color suitcase. The second thing you want to do is you want to take those old barcodes off of your suitcase. You know, they have those barcodes that directs your suitcase where to go. Once you check it in with a gate agent, they put it on the belt and it's gone. If you have old barcodes on your suitcase, you run the risk of having your luggage lost because it's going to another location. So make sure you peel all the old barcodes off. So when you go to the ticketing agent, she puts a new one and it goes to the plane in the direction it's supposed to go. So first is bright color suitcases. The next thing is take off all old barcodes or identifying information. And last but not least, this is something that I do. I don't check a lot, but when I do check, I go to the agent and I ask for a fragile sticker. There's no guarantee that they're going to take good care of your suitcase with a fragile sticker. But what I've noticed is when I have that fragile tag on my bag, it's the last to go on the plane. So guess what that means? It's the first to get off. So if you don't want to be sitting there waiting for 90 minutes for your suitcase to make it off the plane at the belt, ask them for a fragile sticker. They'll put it on and it'll be the first one to get off the plane when you land in your destination. And that is Miss Miko's tips. If you guys have any travel tips, please let me know. I'm leaving in the morning. I would love to take advantage of them. That's it.
Thanks, Miss Miko. And that's actually, I actually seen a story this weekend. There were 2 TSA agents, and I'll actually put the video, I'll put it in the group room. They were actually at Miami International Airport, arrested for stealing out of passengers' luggage. You know, they were doing it right on the, you know, where your carry-on luggage. That's what they were stealing out of people's purses.
Wow.
They were like, you know, when the lines are backed up and you just put your stuff in the tub and put it on the thing. So they were just like moving the tubs around. Like it looks like they're making sure that they're in there, but you can see them like sliding their hands in people's purses and different things like that. They were both arrested. But
that's horrible.
That's why they say maybe put a lock on your stuff that you're carrying on and things like that. So
that's
be
horrible.
Careful. They out here scamming.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Show us some love if y'all don't mind. Give us some peace signs in the chat room, man. Show Shawn Harvey, Miss Miko, and SennyJ some love right now. I want to see the peace emojis in the chat room for us, if you don't mind. And thank you so much. And you know what, SennyJ, you stole my thunder because I was going to definitely talk about that. Miss Miko, thank you so much. The bright color, the bright color luggage, that makes sense to me instead of having all black. Ripping those tags off the previous tags off the luggage. When you're flying again, I'm flying Saturday morning. I'm definitely going to take these suggestions, Miss Miko. I never thought about put the fragile sticker. Thank you so much for that. I never even realized that whole situation. And like Miss Miko said, if you have any other travel tips, please put them in the chat room. Please give us the peace signs in the chat room. Show us some love if you don't mind. Show us some love. Because tomorrow we're going to ask for some money. Peace signs today. Peace signs today. Cash out tomorrow. Keep those peace signs going and cash out tomorrow.
Oh my God.
God bless you. That's coming from the Pastor Harvey. But SennyJ, you are absolutely on point. I saw that video. My little nephews were at the airport, full surveillance. They were checking the bags, opening up the bags, going through them right in front of everybody.
Right in front of them.
Yo, this was gangster. Taking whatever items they want out the bags.
That's crazy.
These are full TSA agents. They got the uniforms and everything. They got the braids. They look like power forwards on the NBA team. I say that respectfully to my black folks.
Well, these were neighbors?
They were ultra. Yeah, they were regular ultra neighbors.
know the neighbors that be at the TSA.
No, that live on the the neighborly corner. That live on the neighborly corner.
Damn.
So what you?
Craig.
It was Josue Gonzalez and Labarius Williams.
They're Labarius.
Yo, Labarius. Labarius.
Labarius sound real neighbor.
Gonzalez, he was accepted into a program where if he successfully completes it, his charges will get dropped. He has to pay $700 to the victims involved, and he must do 24 hours of community service and give up his airport security credentials. However, Labarius, nah, he's going to trial.
Labarius is really taking this to trial?
Labarius has to go to trial, which means you probably taught Josue the game.
Yep. How did they find out? Did the passengers see them? Like, how did they get hip to the situation?
Security cameras. And I'm sure because people, imagine you just went through TSA, but now you can't find your AirPods. You can't find your wallet.
Right.
You're going to go to the TSA and be like, excuse me, I can't find this. And then they open an investigation.
But Miss Miko.
Saw his ass.
Miss Miko, the arrogancy of it all was just profound. It was not even they didn't even conceal what they were doing. They were literally opening up the luggage and taking items out the luggage
in plain sight.
It's just unbelievable. What's the name? Labarius?
Labarius Williams.
Okay, Labarius, this is your Uncle Harvey. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We need to see those peace signs again today. We're going to need some Cash App tomorrow.
Stop.
Labarius, and what's the other young man again? What's my Dominican friend name again?
Josue Gonzalez.
Josue Gonzalez and Labarius. Labarius. That sounds like a disco band from the 70s.
Where your mama at, Labarius? Who named you?
You know her name is Wilhelmina. Now, Labarius. Labarius. This is what Harvey's going to do. I'm going to ban you from all airports in the United States for 10 years.
Right.
What?
You're not flying on nothing. I'm putting you on the Bin Laden no-fly list. I'm not playing with you neighbors.
Damn, he can't even get on a flight, bro.
First of all, half of y'all, other than Miss Miko, who've got that pre-TSA, whatever.
That's right. That's my girl.
Some of you TSA agents are arrogant as hell as a neighbor.
Word.
Y'all some arrogant neighbors. Y'all power tripping half the time. Don't get me wrong. Most of you are really good people and you do your jobs correctly. And I know that there have to be some firm policies and disciplines in the job. I get it because of 9/11 back in the day. Because remember, back in the day, for some of you folks, and Cindy, you're not gonna believe this. You were able to walk in the airport and walk to the gate and wave to your family when they got on the plane.
All the way to the gate. Yeah.
Cindy, you could walk into the airport, walk right to the gate, and nobody stops you, and you can wave at your family. Just back in the day, they did have the metal detectors, but everybody can go through.
Yeah.
Now,
what 9/11 changed that?
Yeah.
Yeah. 9/11 changed that. But back in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and all that, you could just go right. Anybody could just walk into the airport.
Wow.
So I say this because most TSA agents you guys do a tremendous job. But when you break the trust like this, you should be heavily penalized because sometimes you give us a hard time. And you want me to take my fitted hat off when it's time to take the picture before I go through security. I don't like that.
Take it off, Shawn. Take it off.
Take the hat off here, Shawn.
Labarius and the other. No flying. No flying. I'll tell you this. The only airlines you could fly is Frontier and Spirit, and you got to wait on the tarmac.
Damn.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth.
Princess said that they actually stopped him randomly, took him into a room, searched him and his wheelchair. Princess.
Cause y'all things be going in on them wheelchairs, okay?
What?
This is breaking news, guys. Even Princess Cox, no pause. Guys, if you don't know, if you're new to the show, he's the first chat room member of the week. Blackheart, DK's finest. We call him Jackie Robinson of the chat room. And even Princess in his wheelchair had to get pulled over. They had to get the sniffing dogs on the wheelchair.
Every second he looks suspicious.
Put a number one in the chat. Put a number one in the chat room if they pulled you to the side and gave you another check, another inspection.
No.
Miss Miko, have you ever went through the TSA and then had to get pulled over, get checked again?
No. I'm a knock on wood for that one.
Miss Miko, let me share this with you. Every time I'm going to the airport tomorrow, just a short trip. I'm going to North Carolina. Miss Miko, every time I go through the checkpoint at the airport, they pull me to the side and put some residue, gun residue material on my hands and check my nuts. Every single time.
You look like the type of person that would get pulled over and get their hands checked. You look like the type.
And I'm getting sick and tired of it. And then my wife was like, they checking you again. I said, you don't know nothing about this problem. You don't know nothing about this. You don't know nothing about being black like this. I've been going through this all my life.
You were like, stand by.
That's right. She was like, oh my God. I don't understand why they're doing this.
That's right, Tanya. Get mad, girl. We need you.
I'll tell you why they're doing this. Look at me.
Hilarious.
SennyJ, have you ever been stopped for the checkpoint? Never mind. We see Cindy like this. Hold on, officer. Hold on. Wait. Jamaica, wait.
Cindy be having me stressed out when we go through TSA. All the time I be stressed out. I'm like, Cindy, I'll meet you at the gate, girl.
I did get pulled to the side. I didn't know.
When I'll tell you guys a quick story. When we was that ain't nothing. When we was in Costa Rica a few years back, and Cindy made it to customs, I was like, "Good to see you." I didn't know you was gonna make it this freaking far. Cindy had 14 pounds of cocaine and 4 dogs on. I said, "Where did you get the puppies?" Put a number one in the chat room if you ever been double checked at TSA. Miss Miko said never. SennyJ and I, we breaking records with this.
I don't know what's the problem is.
All right, what else you got, Cindy? Welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Guys, you guys not doing nothing. October the 7th, we're over at Game Time Restaurant, Bar and Grill for the comedy show. Y'all come on out. Doors open up at 6, showtime 7. We're at the Iron Mule for the people that live here in Pennsylvania, November the 12th. So y'all come on out. And for my folks in New York, we at Comedy in Harlem on October the 26th on the Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. I want to see the hearts in the chat room. What else you got, Cindy?
Halle Berry and Drake have been going at it, it seems like the past week. Unfortunately, Halle Berry is slamming Drake. Drake is coming out with a new album. It's set to be released, I think, in like a week or two. I think it's called For the Dogs. And he released a song recently. It's called Slime You Out. And he used... And the cover art for the single, which if you go on Apple Music and look up the song, it doesn't have this cover art. So I don't know where he posted it. I mean, he did post it on his social media page, But it's a picture of Halle Berry when she was at the 25th annual Kids Choice Awards, and I'll show you the picture. This is the picture. Can you guys see it?
Okay. It's nothing revealing.
It's nothing revealing. However, she did put a post on her social media following the singles debut, and she shaded Drake in an Instagram post that said, "Sometimes you have to be the bigger guy, even if you're a woman." So that did draw criticism from fans like, girl, what are you talking about? To which she replied to a commenter and said, "He didn't get my permission," she wrote. "That's not cool. I thought better of him." She said, "That's why I posted today. When people you admire disappoint you, you have to be the bigger person and move on. It's about principles and integrity." Um, basically, she was saying that Drake did reach out to her to see if he could use the image for his cover art. And she said no, because she didn't understand what was the, like, you want it for a song called Slime You Out, and then a picture of me with slime on me. Like, why would I, it's her image and she doesn't want to be associated with that. But of course, she doesn't own the image. The image is owned by Getty Images. So he basically went above her and went to them to see if he could get rights to use the photo. They did, and he did. And she's upset about it. But she said she expresses no interest in legal action. She's just frustrated. She said, "I'm not interested in suing my people. I just wish these men out here would give women the respect we deserve."
I think it's a little bit of a reach. Whatever.
Who is this
He got
again?
permission. He did it the right way. You don't own the image. So what's the problem?
Who
I
is this
think
again?
if he were to go that route, then he should have just did that and never asked her in the first place.
I think it was courtesy. He was being courteous by saying, "Hey, Hallie, hey, girl, hey, I got a song out. I want to use you with slime on your head. Is it okay?" No. "Oh, but you don't own the image. All right, so I'm gonna show you better. I could tell you." Shout out to Drake. He played chess, not checkers. Whatever. I don't.
What does Slime You Out? What would you take Slime You Out to mean, Miss Miko?
It don't matter. You don't own the image. You don't own the image.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, that is
it's business. It's nothing personal. I'm sure he still love her, but it's business.
Then he shouldn't have asked her. I just feel like that was, you could have used anything else, Drake. Why you want to?
But then she would have been like, "Oh, he didn't even give me a courtesy. He didn't call me and say anything. I woke up this morning and my picture was on his album." It would have been something else. Hallie, have several seats. Yeah, I'm cool.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Put a number one in the chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number two if you're not. And also, let's put those peace sign emojis in there. Show us some love. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and also the Queen, Miss Miko. Okay, Miss Miko, boy, a whole lot of.
He's broth colored and.
Huh?
What did you say?
Say what?
Happened?
Danielle Williams said he's broth colored and extra. Like that. That is hilarious.
That's funny, Danielle, and thank you so much. Miss Miko, no filter. Miss Miko's just business or whatever it is. She doesn't own the picture, and she's absolutely right. And the young man Drake, who's one of our urban heroes, at least he called and said, "Hey, listen, I want to use the picture." She said no. Yeah, I do agree with Miss Miko. I think it should have been done with a little more love. He did reach out. She does. Halle Berry, you don't own the picture. And I don't even see where the lawsuit is. He called. You don't own the picture. He asked for permission. You said no. He really wanted to use the picture. Cindy's also right in this case as well. He could have just not even asked her and just took the picture.
Yeah.
Hallie, turn it into an NFT, girl. Buy the picture and make money off it, girl. It's okay. Then you'll own it forever.
And Holly, no one's disrespect. What do you mean disrespect? Where's the disrespect?
It is disrespect. You talking about finding you out and using your picture?
Where is the disrespect? And Halle Berry, I stood next to Halle Berry.
Let me look up the Slime You Out lyrics so we can know what he's talking about. Because I'm sure I tell you it's not Nickelodeon slime.
It doesn't matter. My whole thing is how you gonna sit there and once again, women are attacking men in this situation.
What?
You're gonna
First of
sit
all,
there.
Shawn, there is something called name, image, and likeness. And I think that actors have a right to protect that. She has an
She
image. She doesn't
doesn't
want to be
listen,
associated with some
Cindy.
nasty rap song about squirting on her head. She don't want to hear that. Yeah, I'm gonna look up the lyrics for you because
So
y'all
then,
acting like, oh, I don't know
Get
what
those
slime you
lyrics,
out means.
Cindy.
so
Slime
then,
you out,
Cindy.
slime. What does that mean?
Okay, so Cindy, before while you on your crusade here, my question to you is this, and Miss Miko, when the last time you had slime all over your body and all over your face, Cindy J, and all over your head? When the last time you got slimed out?
Put a pause on getting slimed out, Shawn.
Miss Miko, when since everybody's here on this crusade other than Miss Miko, when was the last time
It was a
you
crazy
got
weekend.
slimed the F out on your forehead and on your face and on your shoulders, Miss Miko? Let's let's talk about that. Miss Cindy J, when the last time you had got slimed out on top of the forehead with some type of slime, Cindy J?
A lady never tells.
Thank you.
Miss Miko, when the last time a slime deposit was made on top of that forehead?
That's private.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't been slimed out on the top of the forehead in a minute.
Oh my God.
Now listen to me. Holly Berry, calm down. You don't own the picture, young lady. It doesn't even matter what the lyrics are associated to the song. These lyrics are not yours. Come on, Holly Berry, you fine as hell. I stood in front of you one day, besides that you won years back at an event. You're a beautiful lady and you're well respected in the game. Knock it off. You went on Nickelodeon and got the slime on your forehead. You did that. And you knew that they were going to do it to you.
Right.
And you agreed upon it. And they took the photos that you don't own. And the young man asked you, could he use it? And you said no, and he went above your head like Miss Miko said it was business. But now he's being disrespectful. If anyone was being disrespectful, it was Nickelodeon, young lady. And ladies in the chat room, let me ask you this question, ladies. When the last time you got a slime deposit on the forehead? You're worrying about the wrong thing here. What else you got, Cindy, before we get out of here?
Anthony Anderson. It seems like I don't know if they've been not married for a while. But he has been ordered to pay his ex-wife at least $20,000 monthly in spousal support. Okay, girl, shout out to you. The Black-ish actor's then wife, her name is Alvina Stewart, filed for divorce and cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split. Allegedly, Anthony had no clue Alvina had plans to submit legal documents to end their marriage and was actually at a pre-Oscar party a few hours before she did so. She also filed for divorce years earlier in 2015, but later withdrew her petition. Their breakup this time around definitely stuck, and new court documents revealed that Anthony Anderson will have to pay his ex at least $20,000 a month in spousal support. And this hefty figure is actually just the base, and the actual amount Alvina receives will increase if Anthony's gross annual earnings go over $2 million. If this happens, he'll have to shell out an additional 20% of his income. He's also been ordered to hand over Alvina's Glock 19 firearm, which he currently has possession of, in the next 30 days to law enforcement. Anthony is keeping their home in California and an '04 Land Rover. In addition to the alimony, Alvina gets their property in Texas and a 2022 Mazda. They've agreed to sell their cemetery plot at Inglewood Park Cemetery and will split the proceeds. Now y'all can't get buried together. I know.
I wouldn't.
But hey, talk about planning, okay? They already knew what was going to happen if they died.
I wouldn't be married. I wouldn't be buried next to that bitch as well. You are pathetic.
you did not, Shawn.
What do you need and why? Why do you need $20,000 of his money? How old are you? Are those
That's
kids?
the
Do they have kids? My question is, do they have kids? What's going on here?
have 2 kids.
If they got kids, then maybe this might make sense. But that's child support. Why is he paying you $20,000 a month?
You
For
know
what?
alimony is. You know what alimony is.
I've been down that road. But what I'm saying is, why are you getting $20,000 a month for him? Do y'all got kids? I need to know everything. And what's her name? Alvina
Stewart.
Alvina. Type of name is that?
They have 2 kids, Kyra, who's 27, and Nathan, he's 23. So he's lucky he got off with just spousal support. She stuck it out for them kids.
Again. Why do the kids are grown? Okay.
Exactly. So this is for her because she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle and she should not have to, go back out there and work after she's been all of this. So she needs support to live. What is she going to do? What's she going to do?
She needs a grown-ass woman who is divorced from a man and the kids are already grown. Why is he taking care of her? I understand. I get the cost of living, and I get the fact that there's a certain lifestyle. Miss, that lifestyle is gone. How many times all of us had to adjust to a lifestyle?
Shawn, Naroma Johnson said it's for the slime on her forehead she got.
I can't.
Naroma, I can't.
Naroma's all one today.
Okay? Girl, that getting slimed out ain't for the weak. Okay? And if he lost weight, he probably was cheating on her, all types of stuff. Please.
Whoa, knock it off.
Please. Men lose weight and lose their mind.
Okay. First of all, shout out to Naroma Johnson. That was freaking hilarious. No doubt. And and before we get back to this story, I totally disagree with you, SennyJ. And welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right before we get out of here. It's the women, when they lose weight, the relationship is in jeopardy or women leave. It's not the men. When women lose that 100 pounds and all of a sudden that ass is popping out and that figure's popping and your Instagram reels are sexy and you getting all that new attention that you haven't received since you was in the 9th grade, and you lose your mind and you look at your husband because the ballers, the bums, and all the men are in your inbox trying to hit that, you lose your mind. When women lose weight, they are out of the relationship, not the men. Men do leave. Yes, I do agree with you, SennyJ. But women, when they get that figure back and that ass is popping and that chest is popping and the big ass legs and the weave and your inbox is flooded, you lose your mind. And you off to the races. It happened to me. Let me tell you something.
Not it happened to you.
I'm like, why do I believe him?
It happened to me.
Speaking with such conviction.
It happened to me twice. So let me tell you this. Mrs. What's her name? Alvina? What's his woman name?
Alvina Stewart.
Alvina,
shout out to you, sis.
Alvina Stewart, no shout out to you. You got the 2020 Mazda in the house.
Why that's hard?
That's probably paid for. The house and the Mazda's paid for. Take your punk ass out there and go to work. He shouldn't be paying you, even what Naroma was talking about the slime on the forehead. I give you that. But he shouldn't be paying $20,000 a week in spousal support for you. What is wrong with you? Are you disabled? Do you need help? I don't see why he's paying that.
It's called the law, Shawn. He has to pay. That's the law. When you get married, that's the law. So has to follow the law.
Shawn, Alvina is Eric's cousin. He said take it easy on his family. That's his cousin. He said, calm down, Shawn. That's family. Take it easy.
Eric, Eric, this your uncle talking to you, sir.
Leave her alone. That's his cousin on his mom's side. Stop it, Shawn.
Eric, God bless you.
Oh, God.
I don't give a damn. You see, this smoke and this energy still stays the same like solar panels. This woman is dead wrong. Shout out to you, Eric. Don't stop listening to the show. This woman is dead wrong. She shouldn't deserve $20,000 a month. And that's the problem here. So she gets $20,000 a month. Here come new penis. Everything's paid for. I'm not hating on that. I just think that $20,000 is an extreme amount of monies to give to his ex-wife, whose kids are already grown. That's
and don't let you make more than $2 million because she's coming for it.
Right.
That's
now,
Anthony Anderson.
Right. Now he gotta turn he gotta turn down work.
Not him working off the books. Not him doing shows talking about yo, just give me cash.
Right. He can't do a podcast. No more board shows.
I'm sure.
And the writers and the actors are on strike right now.
Yeah, they are.
Actors, see, because your woman don't give a damn. He's not technically right now, regardless of what he's worth. The man is not even working right now. They're on strike. Hell no, we won't go.
Wait, what is that? It's like 20,000. It's like 200,000 a year or something, right? That's not a lot.
I don't know. You do the math. I have no idea what it is. This man is on strike right now, and you got the nerve enough to take him to court to get $20,000 a month. A month, Miss Miko. Every first
$240,000 a year. Light work.
Miss Miko. Every first of the month, this neighbor got to give her $20,000. You don't see any problem, Miss Miko. I asked you before we get out here. You don't see any problems with that?
Go off, sis. Get what's yours. Absolutely not.
And you know what? She probably has a good lawyer because when she probably went to go file in 2015, they was like, look, if you can stretch it out, you can probably get this amount. And sis said, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. So she's been having a problem with Anthony for a long time. He seems like he's problematic. So think about that. These men, especially these Hollywood men, listen.
They be outside. They be off the porch. They be outside.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and y'all talk about it all the time. Oh, Illuminati and Hollywood has a lot of weird things going on. So for her to stick by him for this long, I think it's time for sis to cash out. She's probably seen enough.
Tired.
This is a horrible story. And guys, welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Over 200 people in the chat room right now. Thank you so much, Shawn Harvey Morning. 221 in the chat room right now. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. I want to see the hearts in the chat room right now, guys. Show us some hearts. Show each other some love. We truly, truly appreciate y'all. Coming from your host, Shawn Harvey, and the co-host, SennyJ, and the co-host, Miss Miko. What else you got before we get out of here?
That's all I have, Shawn. I am newsed out for y'all.
Good. So SennyJ, what we're going to do right now, we truly appreciate it. We want to see where the hearts at in the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? We'll be on the show tomorrow. Shout out to we'll be here tomorrow. Shout out to my nephew, Lee Scott in the building. Shout out to Tim Harriet. Cindy, before we get the last word, would you like to shout out one or two of those people in the chat room?
Yeah, who's in there? I gotta shout out my girl Danielle, Naroma, Shamika Lavaglio. Hey girl. D-Lo, Eric. Hey,
All
Eric,
right.
thanks for joining us.
Hold on. Say something for Miss Miko. Miss Miko, you want to shout out someone in the chat room before we go to the last word?
For sure. I definitely want to say hello to Tion Harmon. Thank you for joining us. My boy, Princess Cox. The Godfather Solar. Hey, Godfather. D-Lo, what's up, girl? And to everyone that's listening to us, thank you. We truly appreciate you. Thank you.
Truly. Shout out to the ambassador of the chat room, Vanetta George, and also my man Ching Ching in the building, and production, who we doing the comedy show together on October 7th in Bethlehem. And also shout out to the big homie, Tracy Ray, the Godfather Solo, and the homie, Jacob Holmes, and our very own Shawn J. SennyJ, we're going to leave you with this last word, the last word before the last word. Go ahead, Senny.
You guys, sometimes I have really good ones. I don't have one today. Just have a good day.
No doubt. Miss Miko, you go ahead. You got the last word. What's going on?
Be like a postage stamp. Stick to one thing until you get there.
Not be like a postage stamp. I can't. Yeah, get licked it all.
Miss Miko, one more time. Miss Miko, one more time, please.
Be like a postage stamp. Stick to one thing until you get there.
Listen, that's awesome. Please, let's see the hearts in the chat room, man. Much love to everyone listening to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. God bless you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Come on, let's show them some love, everybody. Come on, let's show them some love.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
We are out of here, man. Much love. Let's go.